So from that arises another question. Why does the mind obey? I obey the laws of the country. I obey keeping to the left side of the road or right side of the road. I obey what the doctor tells me. Obey. I'm careful what he tells me. If I'm little, personally, I don't go near doctors. If I do, I'm very careful. I listen very carefully what they have to say. I'm watchful. I don't accept immediately this or that. But politically, in a so-called democratic world, they won't accept a tyrant. Right?
Mm-hmm. No, they won't accept.
They say no authority, freedom. Mm-hmm. But spiritually, inwardly, they accept every Tom, Dick and Harry. Mm-hmm. Especially when they come from India.
Oh, yes.
The other day, I turned on with London BBC, and there was a man interviewing a certain group of people. And the boy and the girl said, "We obey entirely what our guru says." I said, and the interviewer said, "Will he tell you to marry? If he tells me, I'll marry. If he tells me I must starve, I will starve. Far. Just a slave." You understand, sir? Mm. And yet this very same person would object to political tyranny.
Absurd. Yes.
There he will accept the tyranny of a petty little guru with his fanciful ideas, mm-hmm. and he will reject politically a tyranny or a dictatorship. So, why does the mind divide life into accepting authority in one way, in one direction, and deny it in another? And what is the importance of authority? That is, the word authority, as you know, means the one who originates.
Author.
Yes. And these priests, gurus, leaders, spiritual preachers, what have they originated? They are repeating tradition, aren't they?
Oh, yes, precisely.
And tradition, whether it's from the Zen tradition, the Chinese tradition, or Hindu, is a dead thing. Mm-hmm. And these people are perpetuating the dead thing. The other day I saw a man. He was explaining how to meditate. Put your hands here, close your eyes. And
yes, that's the one I saw.
And do this, that, and the other. I said, good God.
It was appalling. It was appalling.
And people accept it, you know.
And on the same thing, there was this woman who had run out of money and every blessed thing. She had nowhere to go to sleep and so forth. And hysterically, she was saying, I'm in line. I've got all these people ahead of me, but I must have this knowledge. I must have this knowledge. The hysteria of it, the desperation of it.
That's why, sir, what is behind this acceptance of authority? You understand? The authority of law, the authority of the policeman, the authority of the priest, the authority of these gurus. What is behind this acceptance of authority? Is it fear? Fear of going wrong spiritually? Of not doing the right thing in order to gain enlightenment, knowledge, the super consciousness, whatever it is? Is it fear? Or is it a sense of despair a sense of utter loneliness, utter ignorance. I'm using the word ignorance in the deeper sense of the word.
Yes, I follow.
Which makes me say, there is a man there who says he knows, I'll accept him. I don't reason. You follow, sir? I don't say, what do you know? What do you bring to us, give to your own tradition from India? Who cares? You're bringing something dead, nothing original. You follow, sir? Nothing real. But repeat what others have done, which in India themselves are throwing out.
Yes, I was just thinking of Tennyson's lines that apropos of this, though in a different context when he wrote it. There's not to reason why, there's but to do and die.
The good old thing, yes.
Yeah.
So what is behind this acceptance of authority?
It's interesting that the word authority is radically related to the self.
Yes.
Autos, the self. There is this sensed gaping void through the division.
Yes, sir, that's just.
Through the division. And that immediately opens up a hunger, doesn't it? And my projection of my meal, I've run madly to.
You see this? When you see this, you want to cry. You follow, sir?
Yes.
I mean, all these young people going to these gurus, shaving their head, dressing in Indian dress, dancing in the streets, and the fantastic things they're doing. All on a tradition which is dead. All tradition is dead. You follow? And what was, when you see that, you say, my God, what is happening? So I go back and ask, why do we accept? Why are we influenced by these people? Why are we influenced when there is a constant repetition in a commercial, buy this, buy this, buy this? It's the same as that. You follow, sir? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why do we accept? The child accepts, I can understand that. Mm. Poor thing, he doesn't know anything. It needs security, it needs a mother, it needs a care, it needs a protection, it needs for it to sit in your lap and be, you follow, affectionate, kind, gentle, that it needs that. Mm. Is it, they think the Guru gives him all this? Through their words, through their rituals, through their repetition, through their absurd disciplines, you follow? Sense of acceptance, as I accept my mother and a child, I accept that in order to be comfortable, in order to feel at last something after me.
Mm-hmm. Mm? This relates to what you said in a previous conversation when we looked into fear. Mm. The reaction of the infant is a reaction with no intermediary of any kind, of his own contrivance. He simply recognizes that he has a need. And this is not an imagined want. It is a radical need. He needs to feed. He needs to be affectionately held. The transition from that to the point where one, as he gets older, begins to think about the source of the meeting of that need, emerges as the image that is interposed between the sense of danger and the immediate action. So, if I'm understanding you correctly, there's a deflection here from the radical purity of act.
That's right, sir. See, that's
And I've
what-
done that myself. I have done that myself. It isn't because of anything that I was told that actually coerced me to do it, even though what you say is true. We are continually invited. It's a kind of siren-like call that comes to us throughout the entire culture, in all cultures, to start that stuff.
So that's what I want to get at. Why is it that we accept authority? In the democratic world, politically, we shun any dictator.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, religiously, they're all dictators.
Mm-hmm.
And why do we accept it? Why do I accept the priest as an intermediary to something which he says he knows? And so it shows, we stop reasoning. Politically we reason. We see how important it is to be free. Free speech, free, everything free, as much as possible. We never think freedom is necessary here. Spiritually, we don't feel the necessity of freedom. And therefore we accept it. Any Tom, Dick and Harry is horrifying. The most, I've seen it, intellectuals, professors, scientists falling for all this trash. Because they have reasoned in the scientific world and are weary of reasoning. And here at last, I can sit back, not reason, be told, be comfortable, be happy. I'll do all the work for you. You don't have to do anything. I'll take you over the river. You follow?
Oh, yes.
And
Yes.
I'm delighted. So, we accept where there is ignorance, where reason doesn't function, where intelligence is in abeyance, and you need all that: freedom, intelligence, reasoning, in with regard to real spiritual matters. Otherwise what? Some guru comes along and tells you what to do, and you repeat what he does. You follow how destructive
do.
it is,
The
how
thing,
degenerate it is. That's what's happening.
endlessly.
I don't think these gurus realize what they are doing.
No.
They're encouraging degeneracy.